Hello everybody, if you're coming back, thank you for watching my videos. If you're new here and you want to watch from the start of the series, the link is below. Last time out, we managed to get through to yet another cup final this season, but we didn't do particularly well in the Premier League. But we were lucky that Manchester City at the top of the table slipped up as well. Today, we need to get back to decent form in the Premier League and possibly take one more step towards yet another final. Can we do it? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to episode 42 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First of all, in the Premier League against Arsenal. Yes, we played Arsenal in the last episode. We play them again, this time in the Premier League. And then we face our nemesis this series and another series besides, Liverpool, in the Champions League semi-final first leg. So, that is coming up, and all in the space of 3 days. So not only is it back-to-back big games, it's not going to be an easy one. But we'll see what we can do. As I said, since you were last with us, nothing really has happened because we're back-to-back episodes at the minute. Arsenal and Crystal Palace in the last episode, 2-1 win against Arsenal in the FA Cup at Wembley, to get us through to that final on the 25th of May. And it'll be a week away from the final of the Champions League if we were to get there, which is due on the 1st of June, I believe. And then Crystal Palace, we drew 1-1 with them after going behind in that game. Went behind to Mateta after 42 minutes. Mason Mount getting us level after 57 minutes. We couldn't seem to find a way through in order to take all of those points and close the gap at the top of the table by 2 points. As it is, we still say those 7 points behind Manchester City would have closed it down to 5, and within 2 games of them with 5 games left to play, it would have been quite interesting to see whether we could have closed them down or not. But as it is, we've failed in our objective there. We need to clatter on because Liverpool are breathing down our necks. They're only 6 points behind us at the moment. So we don't need to slip up because not only do we not want to lose to them in the Champions League semi-final, we don't want them to catch us in the Premier League either. Right, Arsenal, just for common decency, is that they are currently 4th in the Premier League. They are in the last Champions League place at the moment on 63 points, well adrift of us. But Tottenham, their arch rivals, are tucked in behind them, 3 points adrift. Having said that, they have played a game more than everybody else because they played on the Friday night game, losing 3-0 to Newcastle. 3-0 to Newcastle. Right, that is pretty much as things stand. Let's go and have a quick look at past history then. Arsenal today at the Emirates Stadium in London. So far this series, we played them 5 times, beat them 5 times, including the AFL Cup 4th round and the FA Cup semi-final. Can we make it 6 in a row? Let's go and find out. And before we look at the team that will face Arsenal for this Premier League game, we are playing the later games, one of 2 later games, Aston Villa and Leicester, the other one. The other games played today, early game was Crystal Palace beating Brighton by 3-1 in that match. And then the 3 o'clock kickoffs, Everton beating Southampton, Fulham drawing 1-1 with Liverpool, which is good news. And Manchester City beating Norwich by 3-1, which means they've opened that up to 10 points again. So we do need to win to keep that to 7 points adrift. Middlesbrough beating Manchester United, who have had a bit of form of late, but they've lost today 4-1 to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough hauling themselves out off the bottom of the table. Not the bottom of the table, but near the bottom of the table, opening up a nice little 4-point gap now between them and Leeds lower down, albeit Leeds do have still to play. I think they are playing tomorrow's games. Yes, they are playing in tomorrow's games. So there we go. The Monday night games. No, there is no Monday night games. It's all go back to Wednesday. Right, so that's how it's looking at the minute. We need to win to keep up that pressure on Manchester City. I suggest if we do lose today, that is pretty much it gone for this season. The best we can do is finish in second place. So with that said and done, let's have a look at the team. And this is the team that will face Arsenal in this Premier League game. Mendy continues in goal. It's Chilwell, Koulibaly, Fofana and James across our defensive line. Rice and Kovacic in front of them. Pulisic, Mount and Sterling are sitting behind Havertz, who is up front. Kepa, Cucurella, Torreira, Aubameyang, Garcia, Jorginho, Broja, Azpilicueta and Hudson-Odoi are all on the bench. And this is how the two teams face up. As we see, Patrick Vieira is the manager of Arsenal in this realm, as it were. Ramsdale in goal, then Saka, Gabriel, White and Tomiyasu are defensive line. Neves is the defensive midfielder. Sambe Gonga and Odegaard are central midfield. Martinelli and Smith Rowe on the wide players. Gabriel Jesus is up front. And our first highlight, 11 minutes in. James with the free kick. Tried to get Mount in, but Ramsdale rushes out and thwarts Mount. And they come out from the back. One out wide to Martinelli. Very quick attack. Martinelli in space. And he scored. 18th goal of the season. 12 minutes on the clock. And that was clinical. Odegaard and Martinelli, a good 1-2 there. Didn't block him off, and he scored. Tomiyasu with a throw-in. Neves, White, Longonka. And we gave the ball away, won it, and then gave the ball away. And Pulisic trying to get hold of Martinelli. And he's having, it's Tomiyasu this time. There's Martinelli, inside to Odegaard. Martinelli again. He's looking for his second and missed it. Tomiyasu with a throw-in again to White. It's all been Arsenal so far. We've not had a proper opportunity. Need to win this ball. And Rice has won it in midfield. Goes out wide for Sterling. Sterling crosses it into the box, but it was a bit wayward. Martinelli again. He's really causing us all sorts of trouble today. And he's Chilwell beats him, though, on this occasion. Mount. Pulisic. Pulisic comes forward to Chilwell. Chilwell there. He's come back for Koulibaly. Koulibaly looking for Havertz. He's got the equaliser. His 40th goal of the season. It's 18 minutes on the clock. It's 1-1. Koulibaly steadying it up. Lovely through ball from Koulibaly here. Over the top to Havertz. Havertz controls it. And Ramsdale beaten. Ramsdale with the goal kick. Gabriel out wide to Saka. Saka's out there, but it was, I'm not sure it was, won that ball. Kovacic, I think. But didn't get through to one of our players. And again, they're going out wide, but Pulisic is equal to it. Koulibaly. Rice tries to get it in, but it's not. And they counter again. They're very good at countering. Very quick. Smith Rowe is in. And Mendy gets that ball. It's blocked. Tomiyasu, Odegaard, Neves looking for, I'm not sure who, but it's back to Mendy, and Mendy gets rid of it. Havertz heads it down to Mount. Mount through to Sterling. Sterling gets our second, 8th goal of the season. It's after 28 minutes. We are 2-1 up. It's a really end-to-end game, this one. And I'll tell you what, rather exciting if you're a neutral. They have a free kick. Odegaard with the free kick swings it in. It's Fofana, heads it clear. Havertz on the ball. James finds Sterling. Sterling back inside to James. Fofana, Rice, Koulibaly. We've got to be really quick because they're very much pressurising us. Pulisic, Chilwell finds Mount. Havertz! He's second of the game, 41st of the season. 3-1, 42 minutes on the clock. Lovely build-up play. Pulisic, Chilwell's having a great game out there today. Inside of Mount. Mount just taps it first time. Havertz gets there just in front of Ramsdale. Goal. And time for a breather. Goodness me, what a first half that was. End-to-end stuff. And yeah, we weren't really in that until right towards the end of that first half. Arsenal 7 shots, 3 on target, 1.03, 55% of the possession. We had 5 shots, 3 on target, 1.29 XG, 45% of the possession. We came back into that in the second half, picked up a couple of bookings in to boot, but Kai Havertz after 18 and 42. Raheem Sterling after 29 minutes in reply to Gabriel Martinelli's absolute stormer of a goal after 13 minutes. First highlight of the second half, Tomiyasu with the throw-in, Odegaard. And it's Pulisic who clears it upfield to Mount. Mount finds Havertz, who's come inside, back to Mount. Mount swings it out to Sterling. Sterling crosses the ball in, and Havertz, it was Havertz. It wasn't Havertz. What am I doing? It was Pulisic, I think, looking for a goal, but missed it. So, highlight continues my ranting and raving. Saka, Smith Rowe crosses in. Oh, point blank header. Who was that? That was Martinelli, and a wonderful save from Mendy. But only as far as it's cleared as far as Tomiyasu and Ruben Neves. And a penalty possibly given, a trip on Ruben Neves. He didn't go to ground. But I think it's going to be a penalty, and they're going to get one back. It is. Oh dear. Neves to take the penalty. Oh, it's hit the post, but it has gone in. Very, very lucky. Mendy unlucky. Looked like he was going to save it, but it hit the post and went across the goal and into the net. Gabriel with a free kick to Longeka. Sterling wins it back, but it's given away very quickly. Kovacic wins it. Mount looking for Havertz. Havertz on a hat-trick, but he's not going to get through there. Havertz, Chilwell, and it's blocked and comes away. Martinelli, who's on extremely good form. Out to Longeka. It's crossed in Martinelli. It's 3-3. He's second of the game, and this second half, we've been chopped to bits twice in very quick succession. And so with 55 minutes on the clock, we make one change. Hudson-Odoi is coming on for Christian Pulisic, who isn't having a particularly good game. But we just want a little bit more oomph on that wing there. And we're hoping that Hudson-Odoi can give it to us. We have a free kick. It's Mount standing over the free kick. And he pulls a save from Ramsdale. Mount with the corner then. Going to be an in-swinger. And it's cleared, but only as far as Havertz. Havertz tries to get it back in. There's a bit of udgy-budgy going on there. And so with 71 minutes on the clock, we've made 3 more changes. It's we already had Christian Pulisic off for Hudson-Odoi. We've now brought off Kovacic, and Jorginho goes on for Kovacic, and Rice and Jorginho have swapped over. Wesley Fofana, who was tiring, has come off, and Eric Garcia has come on for him. In fact, I don't think he was tiring. He's on a 6.3. He's not having a good day. And our final change, as is usual, Ben Chilwell, he's off, and Cucurella comes on for him in that left-back role. One change left to make, and it could be Mason Mount, but I'm reluctant to take him off at the moment. And with 79 minutes on the clock, we make our final change. And Mason Mount has come off for Broja, but Broja moves out to the left side, and Hudson-Odoi moves into that attacking playmaker role. Can we forge a way through? Let's hope so. And for the second game in a row, it's a draw. And I think Manchester City have finally got the better of us. We're not going to catch them this season. And we caved in really early in that second half. When Ruben Neves got the penalty after 52 and then Martinelli put the other one away 3 minutes later, that really did finish us off 3-1 at half time. Didn't really have the best of the second half. 9 shots, 6 on target, 1.76 on the XG, 45% possession against Arsenal's 12 shots, 7 on target, 2.52 and 55% of the possession. Yeah, really wasn't our day. And I think Arsenal did well to get the draw. And I suppose in a way, we were lucky it was only a draw. Well, we just couldn't find a way through against Arsenal in that one. And with us now 9 points adrift of Manchester City, with 4 games left to play, we'd have to win 3 of them. Manchester City would have to lose. I think it is a foregone conclusion. Manchester City have won the Premier League yet again, keeping the gap to 6 points against Liverpool. We just need to win a couple more games to make sure that they don't catch us. But I think we're on for a second place finish in the Premier League. So for the second game in a row, very disappointing, and a 3-3 draw against Arsenal. 2 draws in quick succession in the Premier League. 4 points dropped very, very quickly has left us with that chasm to meet against Manchester City. As I say, we aren't going to make it. So I think we have to resign ourselves and just really work hard to finish in that second place. Right, next up is Liverpool in the Champions League semi-final first leg. And past meetings are not so pretty. I'm on the wrong thing, aren't I, here? What I should have done was clicked on that one. That's better. There we go. As you'll see, we've played them 5 times in the series so far. We've lost 3 of them, drawn 1 and won the other one. And it was a very tight affair after. Having said all of that, in the I think last time we played them, we went behind to Firmino after 2 minutes. Then Jordan Henderson after 10 minutes. Oh, this was the game that we came back and won 4-3 after being 3-0 down at half time. Could do without doing the same thing again, if it's at all possible. We like to avoid that. Broja having a great game in that one. In fact, him and Reece James were the outstanding players in that particular match. But yeah, we could avoid doing similar again. It would be rather splendid. But it'd be also very good to follow up that 4-3, because going to Anfield, as you've seen, played them at Anfield twice, lost 6-0 and drew 3-3. Having said that, a narrow win at home and a draw at Anfield, I think I could probably do that. And this is the team that will face Liverpool in this first leg of the Champions League semi-final. And it's a familiar team with a few tweaks. Mendy in goal, Chilwell, Garcia, Fofana and James. Our defensive line, Rice and Kante in midfield, with Hudson-Odoi, Mount and Sterling behind. Havertz up front. Kepa, Azpilicueta, Torreira, Broja, Cucurella, Octavio, who's coming back from injury, Barbosa, Koulibaly, Jorginho, Bangaman, Kovacic and Pulisic all on the bench. And being the Champions League, we get the Champions League screens. That's the Chelsea lineup 4-2-3-1. And Liverpool playing a 4-1-4-1. And it's Scanlon, who is in our other save going on at the moment, the To Be a Legend save with Buxton. He's now our left back. He's come from Liverpool and appears in this particular series for Liverpool. And our first highlight after 9 minutes. A long ball, Firmino, Diego Jota. Alexander-Arnold through to Diego Jota. Diego Jota in space and fires it wide. And only our second highlight of the episode. Sterling comes away with the ball. He's been cut off. But Hudson-Odoi will get there. Into the area. Mount finds Sterling. Tries to squeeze it through to Havertz. But it wasn't happening. We have a free kick from just outside the area. Havertz over the ball. Havertz, it's come back off the post. And between post and goalkeeper, it's saved. And half-time has arrived. It's a bit of a mediocre first half. 4 shots, 1 on target, 0.55 against Liverpool. 6 shots, 1 on target, 0.60. We have had the edge on the possession, 53% to 47. We need to be a bit better in the second half, and we need to convert some of those shots because they're not getting many of them. We need to convert them into goals. I guess 0-0 wouldn't be the end of the world, but would be quite nice to go and just take a small lead to Anfield and maybe get a draw at Anfield would be absolutely spectacular. I think Liverpool playing a bit of a card here. I think they've played a team that isn't got a lot of big names in it. I think they've come looking for a draw or a slender loss, and then they'll throw everybody at it in the home leg at Anfield. We'll see. And our first highlight of the second half, 46 minutes in, Chilwell with the throw in, Mount. And I'm not sure how that didn't go in. I'm not quite sure it come off the woodwork or what. And with 70 minutes on the clock, we've made 3 changes. Reece James has come off for Azpilicueta. Mason Mount has come off. Otavio coming back from injury. And Kai Havertz has come off. And we brought on Aubameyang in that attacking role. And Mendy with the goal kick to Garcia. Declan Rice finds Otavio, who's just come on. Hudson-Odoi, who's tackled and robbed. And Liverpool now have the ball and possession. Moving the ball around nicely. We need to sneak that ball back off them. Not give them too much room. And Tomiskas and Azpilicueta has won the ball back. Fofana out wide finds Sterling. Can we make something of this? Sterling comes into the area. He's failed. And VAR will look at this. I think it's just inside the area. And a penalty we might have. But we've taken Mason Mount off. So I'm not sure who will take it. No penalty. Must have just been outside. It is right on the corner. Hudson-Odoi with the free kick. It's swung in and headed straight into the arms of Alisson. And you come back with 80 minutes on the clock for our final 2 changes. And those 2 changes we have taken off Declan Rice in midfield, and he's been replaced by Kovacic, who comes in as that deep lying playmaker. And our final change is we have brought on Broja has come on. Armando Broja has come on for Hudson-Odoi, who not really having a great day out there. He's done great things of late, but today not firing on all cylinders. So he is off, and that is our final 2 changes. Chilwell, the throw in then to Otavio. Back to Chilwell. Chilwell finds Garcia. Garcia looking for Aubameyang. Finds him. Out wide to Sterling. Sterling crosses it in, and it's a goal. And it's that man, Armando Broja, 4th goal of the season. And what a time to score it. Gives us a narrow lead at the moment. 88 minutes on the clock. And in a way, not any less than what we have deserved from this match. Lovely cross into the box from Sterling, and Alisson just couldn't hold on to it. Free kick for Liverpool. Milner fires it long. Fofana's giving it away, and Fofana just should have put it straight out for a corner. What he was doing, and Thiago has got them level, literally 2 minutes behind us scoring. What was Fofana doing there? Just kick it in for a corner, for goodness sake. Throwing on the far side, Azpilicueta. Otavio back to Azpilicueta. It's been given away. Otavio can't get underneath it. And they are in danger of coming away and are going to get us again. Azpilicueta has other thoughts of that, though. Fofana, the man who made a mistake. Garcia. Chilwell. Tries to get that through to Brozier, but wasn't having it. And Liverpool come away again. But Azpilicueta, who's done well since he's been on. Sterling looking for a way through. Back to Azpilicueta. It's not got through. Kante. Sterling. And he's got his goal, 9th goal of the season. And it's 2-1. And there's, based on its 4 minutes of injury time, and we are on 4 minutes of injury time, hopefully it's not a chance for Liverpool to get back a second time. Albeit they've looked more dangerous in the last 5-10 minutes. A typical Sterling goal, that one. And full time has arrived. We have snuck a win. Second win in a row against Liverpool. And we will take that to Anfield. We just need to be very, very defensive. Well, I say defensive, but very clinical when we go to Anfield if we are going to get a result in this Champions League and get through to our third final of the season. 13 shots, 5 on target, a 1.36, 53% of the possession. Liverpool had 11 shots, 4 on target, 1.02. And when you think that was probably without their best players, that wasn't bad at all. I'm really worried about when they bring back the likes of Salah and people like that. But anyway, that is how it is ended. The one thing we don't know at the moment is the game against Real Madrid and Manchester City, to see how that's gone. First leg of that is being played on the Wednesday. We might hang around before we come back and see what the result of that is. And there is the result in the other semi-final that's gone on. Real Madrid, the same as we have against Liverpool, have a slender 2-1 lead against Manchester City. Vinicius Jr. getting the lead after 52. Manchester City equalising through João Felix after 53 minutes, just 1 minute after Real Madrid has scored. But Benzema managing to get the winning goal after 86 minutes. So Real Madrid taking a slender lead to the Etihad. And I think Manchester City will be expected to win that, very much like Liverpool will be expected to win their match against us at Anfield. But hopefully we can do other things to try and stop them, as Real Madrid will be trying as well. Right, we're going to play Newcastle offline. We're going to come back for Liverpool and Manchester United. Champions League semi-final, second leg. And then Manchester United in the next episode. And then we will come back for the final 2 games of the season, Leicester and Brentford. Leicester and Brentford? I'm telling lies. Then we come back for Fulham and Leicester, the last 2 Premier League games of the season. And then we will have our FA Cup final and possibly, depending on how we get on in the second leg, a Champions League final as well. So it'll be 2 episodes bunked on to the end of this particular season. Question is, do we carry on making Chelsea stand proud for yet another season? It will depend on whether we get through to the Champions League final, and it will also depend on whether we win it or not. If we win it, we'll stop it. If we don't, or we lose in the semi-final, we might do just one more season of Chelsea standing proud. If you've got a view, put it down in the comments below if you don't mind. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date. Do you know, I thought I hadn't pressed the record button for a minute. Then, sorry, I stopped in mid-drift. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It will be episode 43 and it's out on Friday. And it's Liverpool, second leg of the Champions League semi-final finally poised as we lead 2-1 going into that game and a Premier League game against Manchester United. Until then, I wish you a good week. Bye-bye.